It's my visit to the third world.
What up guys, this is Third Tunes, and in today's video I'll be showing you how to structure an Amapiano beat for an Afrobeat artist. Without too much talk, let's get into it. So for this video I'll be breaking it down into 5 different sections. Number 1, which is the drums. Number 2, the instrument I added. Number 3, the transitions and effects. Then number 4, the samples that I chopped to make the whole instrumental come alive. Then the last but not the least, the arrangement of the whole beat. So without too much talking, let's get straight into it. For your drum, we all know that for Amapiano, you need a solid drum loop. If you're lucky enough to have a solid drum pack, you should find loops that have almost all the elements you need to start an Amapiano beat. If you listen to the loop properly, you see that it has almost everything you need. And what next do I want to add is I want to introduce another shakers. When you have a loop like this, even though there is a shaker in the loop, you still want to add more shakers. And one way I do introduce my shakers is by giving the drum a break, then introducing the shakers, then both of them playing together. This is what I mean. Just an easy way to make things interesting and give it more continuity. That's it for the drum, and the next thing I'll be talking about are the instrument. The first instrument I added was a pad, which goes like this. And this pad is from Toxic Biohazard. With the drums, it sounds like this. Yeah, if you go to Toxic Biohazard, go to pads, and from Angel Voice. So the next thing I added was a solid bass from Morphine, and this is what it sounds like. I added one more bass, but I didn't include it in this part, and this is what the second bass sounds like. The two bass are playing literally the same thing, but different plugins. So the next thing I added was a simple chord progression from Lounge Lizard, which goes like this. As much as you can, try to keep things simple when you're making a beat. I repeat, as much as you can, try to keep things simple when you're making a beat, so there can be enough space for the artist to say whatever they want to say. Then the next thing I added was a lead that almost acted like a melody, and this is what it sounds like. After this, I added another melody just for continuity. Just to make things interesting. And for the chord progression, I added a more, should I say, soulful piano to make some parts of the beats feel more fuller, you understand? And which is this expand D2 element. Layering elements like this just make things more interesting and makes it sound more full to the ear when a listener is listening. What else did I add? I think I added, okay, this is a lead too. This is for continuity. And I also added this. This is like a string for more soul to the beat. And the last but not the least for the drum is the log drum. In as much as you want to do crazy things with the log drum, for this type of beat, you have to keep it simple and just follow the chord progression. The log drum sounds like this. Let me give you a little bit inspo on how I structure the log drums. Yeah, these are the elements. So the next thing I did was to copy the same pattern and paste it in this stock flstudio plugin to make it feel more full because it has more bass. And it sounds like this. Then I added this log drum. This is a one shot I have from one of my packs, and it has like this weird sound. You must have been hearing it in most Amapiano, and together it sounds like this. So I'm just adding it one here and there just to spice things up. Next I added is this hat that I used to make things interesting. Then this hat, give it a basic simple pattern. More hats. And basically that's what I used for the chorus part, which is where the log drums sat, and together they sound like this without all these ones. Now we're done with the instrument. The next thing is FX. So for the FX, I use this. And the next one is this. Then the overall FX I add, because this is an FX that has been used to another beat. But yeah, I just arranged it to make it sit with whatever I'm drumming. That is it basically for the transitions and effects. The second to the last section are the samples I used. Most of the samples I used there were just for the sax. I used 4 different samples, but I chopped them up to different parts to make it seem like it was being played by a human. The whole sample I added to this playlist was gotten from FL Cloud for free. You can check them out. This is what one of them sounds like. You give it a breathing space. When you're using samples like this, you want to do something that they call call and response. Once an element speaks, the same element respond with different melody. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So if this is saying response, easy as that. That's how to use samples. And if you noticed, this sample here is gotten from here. So this is basically the sample. That I chopped into this. Then this is another sample here, just to. This one sounds like the ending of a section. Then it leads to another. Then it leads to another phase of the beat. This also, you can notice that it was chopped from this. This is what this one sounds like. I just chopped that ending part to make it repetitive and make it sound like. And this same saxophone that was here was what I played here. And together with the beat, this is what the. Oh, one more thing, I added this vocal. It's soulful and amazing vocal. And if you notice, this serves as a call, and this was a response to this vocal. Same thing. And lastly, for the samples, I used this vocal, which was my hook. All these samples were from FL Cloud for free, and you can try them out. No promo, just saying, because yeah. And altogether, they sound like this. Just some. Let me start from here.
Third.
Sounds like an happy beat. You cannot tell me you're not feeling this. The arrangement. Now for the arrangement, I do divide my beats into two. The first one is where the first verse will be, and the second phase is where the second verse will be. For the first phase, it has an outro, and the second phase has an outro. The first phase has an intro and has an outro. The second phase does not have an intro but has an outro. So this is how I structure it. I usually just count 4 of these: 1, 2, 3, 4. For the first 4 bars, I use it for my intro. Then for the next one, I use it for my verse 1. Then the next one, I use it as my pre-chorus. Then the next one, I use it as my chorus. Then the next one, I use it as my outro for my first phase. And this outro, as a producer, you expect the artist to leave a space for like the instrumental to just play, so the listeners can nod their head or dance, if at all. Now we move to the second phase, which is literally duplicating from your verse 1 to your first phase outro. This is verse 2. Then after verse 2, we have the pre-chorus, chorus, then outro. As easy as that. So how do you want to introduce elements for the arrangement? You introduce your drums first, then after your drums, you introduce a bass, then after a bass, you introduce your keyboards. After keyboards, you introduce more keyboards, more elements. This is how Amapiano moves. Amapiano moves like this. You keep adding vibe till you get to one of the outro, then stop all the vibe, then make things slow, then you start again, which is why I said it has a first phase and second phase. Then start again, move like this till the beat ends. For the first 2 phases, you can see that I just have my drums, then I introduce the bass. What you are going to notice also is that after every 2 phases, you're adding transition. After this is one transition here, there is one here. After another 2, you're adding another transition. 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 That also tells the artist and the listener that, okay, we're proceeding. Like, it gives them to look forward to the next. Okay, what's happening next? It makes things more interesting. This is for the intro. Then you move to the verse 1. Once you get to the verse 1, you give the artist space for him to say whatever he wants to say. So you listen. So this is it.
Third.
And as we approach the pre-chorus, you add more elements to make the beat sound more full and more interesting. And one thing you want to do that always makes sense and always works for me when I'm making beats is to always add bass for the pre-chorus. Then when you add bass for the pre-chorus, you know that in your chorus, log drums are coming, and you don't want your log drum to clash with bass. You know, you want to give your log drum every space so that it knocks and it hits when the listener is listening. So after the bass, the log drums. Then the first verse outro. Remember I said this outro is for the listener to dance or for the artist to repeat whatever I said in the chorus, but this time around you can flex it. So there's no way you tell me after listening to this, you're not going to bop your head. And that is it. The next phase, which is the second phase, is literally a duplicate of this first phase. This is it. If you look at it, this is literally the same thing. It is literally the same thing. If you look at it, it's literally the same thing. You just adjust it. You just duplicate it. Then let it repeat itself. But for this first verse, I added this bass just to make things more interesting, as in the first verse, the bass was not added. I used it as an intro. Remember I said we're adding elements. After you've added elements to the stage where you reach the first outro, you start again by adding elements little by little till you reach the last outro again. Then you can end the beat with the drum loops, or you can decide to just end the beat with the outro. And this is it.
Third.
See that space? Then gradually introduce the shaker. Then next the drum. Then the pre-chorus. Coming up next is your chorus, where you introduce the log drums. Give it a lot of space. And the last but not the least, the outro this time around. This is the real outro. So you want to make things more interesting, add, if not all, I added a new sax here just to make things not sound too repetitive, because if you remember, I duplicated from the first phase to the second phase, but this has to be different so that the listener does not get ear fatigue. And I just added this loop. As easy as that, you've made an Amapiano beat for an Afrobeat artist, and this beat has actually been made to a full song, and I would love you to listen to what the artist did with it. A great artist. I'll leave the link in the description. Click on it, listen to the song, and enjoy If you found one or two things I've said today helpful, do subscribe to my YouTube channel, give this video a like, and I'll see you next time. And if you have any question, don't hesitate to drop comments or reach out to me via my social media. The links will be in the description. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.